Watch that in. Watch that in. That is right. That is right.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They'll run on second down with Cohen. 6 yards the pickup. And that's a first down.
Taken down at the 41. It's a gain of 6. First down, Chicago.
Check! 180! Check! 45 to Mike.
First down, a run with Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39.
Got to love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Trubisky to throw. Robinson's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the first.
And the Bears first down.
On first down, Cohen. Grady Jarrett with the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, Alpha!
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Coverage by Keanu Neal.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. This is Cohen. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Watch out. Tie it up. 4 down. Check.
Hey, 18.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards and a Chicago first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. So they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range. But boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's go, baby.
Check.
58, come on.
Got it.
Win championships, baby.
Got it.
Come on, 58. 58 for Mike. Army.
From the shotgun, Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Caught by Sanu. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 46-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 42 yards.
First down, Chicago.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Trubisky. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 1.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Falcons 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Wait!
Now a handoff looking right. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? Line 25.
Come on, come on.
Check.
Yeah, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Ain't no shot.
Gun. Hey, seam 6.
58 to Mike. Bring it.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Falcons send out their punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a third and long.
Alert.
That's trash.
Now Trubisky on third and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Yeah, Mike. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. Hey, 58 is the Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. 6 man.
Hey, South. 58. Hey. High 7.
58, boy. 58 is Mike.
After the interception, here's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Down. Ready. Back 25.
I got you, son.
Hey, 59. Ready.
Check Mike 45.
Hey, orbit.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. 23 yards for the touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Matt Bryant on for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Check, crouch. Check 52. Spot.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
51, Tom!
45.
Hey, Charlie!
45. I'm here all day. 45's the mic. 45's the mic. You gonna get this, boy?
From the gun, it's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Ricky. Space.
45.
Hey, express.
Watch the screen.
Gun.
Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. Fielded just inside the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do in the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
14 yards and a Chicago first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get a
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Now Cohen. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
58, right there. Watch the pass.
Got it.
Here we go. Here we go.
Shoot! 3-4-9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down.
Get ready. 39.
Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Ready to go.
From the gun, Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Space. 21. 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. All right, 25 tonight.
Now Ryan on first down. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Bears' 46-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I got you.
To throw again on 2nd down. Ryan, he's got Freeman here. It's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
45 the mic.
Gun.
45.
39.
45. I got wide. Check. 45 the mic. Check. 45. Go.
Throwing again. Ryan eluding the pressure right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he completes it to Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Tight down. There you go. 54, stop! Bravo!
58 the mic.
Gun.
Here we go.
And 58 is the mic.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd down. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Hey, Haywood.
45's the mic. 45's the mic.
All right. Here we go. Let's go.
To throw on third down. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. Give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Gun. Smooth.
The Falcons will go for it. It's Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
58. Check. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Get up.
Throwing again. Ryan. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey, South.
58's the mic. 58.
Hey, check.
Let's go, G.
From the gun, Ryan airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran Prince Amukamara that time who had the play covered from the start. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter, going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Trying to lay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Ryan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary has really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Check, 45 to Mike. Check, 45 to Mike.
Second and 10 now. Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. A gain of 37.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. They come up in an offset eye.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Jim. Ready, son.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
54, south.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is third and goal.
Check 31. Check. Hey, free play.
They'll try to run this one in.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Go.
They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him on fourth and goal at the 3. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand.
45. Check the outs. Check the outs. Hey, alert 3. Kill.
They'll start with a give to Cohen. And now where are they going to mark him here? Well, they say he did get back to the 1-yard line, but that could have easily been 2 points the other way.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 1-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Bears first down.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago.